Peter Lim looks to break away from Salford City due to differences in ideas with the rest of the owners. Rumours have surfaced over recent weeks that he wanted to invest in the youth academy, where the rest of the board were more concerned with making money and upgrading the stadium. It has also been alleged that Lim will make a bid to buy out crosstown rival Oldham Athletic, which might stir up a few feathers, but it is also been said that he has a good working relationship with Fabio Barros and the current youth squad. Will he look to take on some of Salford City talent? Today it was announced that Peter Lim would be selling his stake in Salford City and buying Oldham Athletic. His 40% share was to be divided amongst the current board members, but was included a clause to gift a 10% share to Fabio Barros. With Lim out of the picture, the class of '92 have expressed a desire to upgrade the stadium and will be looking to fill the Salford coffers. Barros has commented that the youth academy is still his top priority and finishing as high as possible this season with an eye on promotion. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Youth Edition. It's Fabio Barros, it's Salford City FC on a quest for Champions League glory. Sit back, relax, get in your comfy chair, grab your favourite beverage, turn on that big screen TV, cause here we go with the Youth Edition. Hello and welcome back to the Youth Edition. It is FIFA 20, it is Salford City, and this is season number 2. Now, you've seen the storyline develop here that Peter Lim has sold his share in the club. He's gone and bought Oldham Athletic. Barros has 10% share, and he'll be looking to make some more, headway into possibly buying out Salford City in the future. We can only hope that he can get full control and we can really get stuck into this team. But season number 2, well, we are on the look for, making some money for the class of '92. They do want to upgrade the stadium, and of course, we want to push here, hopefully, for promotion this season, but we're going to need players to do it. AFC Wimbledon have dropped down, Bury have dropped down. They had a poor season. But yeah, the big story here, I guess, will be Salford City and Oldham Athletic going at it head-to-head, because we've made some changes to the team lineup. You've seen some of those in the last episode, as well as, all the free agents and regens that we signed in Season 1 have, been sorted out, and we'll get into that shortly, so you can see who has made their way to Oldham, who is on the transfer list, and who will just be plain out released. But let's jump into this one. We've got a lot to take care of at the start of a season. We'll have youth squad reports back, and hopefully we'll get the first game of the season. If you look at the scores and fixtures right there, we're taking on Oldham Athletic in round 1. So a big episode. Let's jump into it. Let's get a player upgrade done. Right, so unfortunately, the player upgrade today is for Billy Washington, but he has made his way to Oldham Athletic. We'll still do the upgrade though. It comes in from JB3 Sports Gaming. Thank you very much for the comment. 39 thumbs up on this one. He went with the number 81, some long sleeves, untucked shirt of course, low socks, yellow ankle tape, and some red and white boots. But unfortunately, he's not here at Salford now. But we might see him in that first game of the season. Will he get the call up to take on his old team? Peter Lim already pilfering some of these teams. I mean, he's got that relationship with Fabio Barros, so maybe some deals have been done here with some fringe youth academy players. The story will develop. Right, season objectives here for season number 2. Low priority on the youth development, but the class of '92 wanting to generate funds and upgrade the stadium, although Fabio Barros definitely wants to still bring in youth academy players this season. Very low priority on the brand exposure, no continental success. Domestically fight for promotion, well, we're definitely going to try and do that. The round of 32 in the FA Cup, and automatic promotion within 2 seasons. So the class of '92 have definitely put some stipulations in place here, no financial objectives. Right, budget-wise, we did have 7 million at the start, but obviously moving players around and the likes has cost me a bit of money. Basically, I've got swap deals with Oldham, brought a player in and just released them. That's how we've got this to work most of the time. So we've got 4.2 in there. We need 10 million in the budget for the first stadium upgrade. So the only way we're going to get about that is by selling players and winning competitions pre-season, and that get that budget up to 10 million. And if we don't use it on players, then we can spend 10 million to upgrade our first stadium upgrade for this career mode. And that's not to say that we're not going to buy players. If there's free agents or regions out there that we do need, we will be using that money because we need to keep an eye on this club as well. As much as we would like the stadium upgrade, we still need to bring in players. So let's have a look at how the squad's looking. 32 players now, but some of these lads are obviously transfer listed. We've only got one goalkeeper, and that is Zanotti at 57 rated. Williams sticks around with Wood. Jones is transfer listed, trying to get some coin for him. Compton stays, Stephenson as well, King, Belusi, Pau, of course, partnering up with Diogo Neves, the captain. You can see the new kits there as well. Casanova, well, he's transfer listed, so we'll see if we can get some some cash for him. Perez sticks around. A transfer request for this lad, but haven't got an offer in yet. Birds, Michaels, Jones, Declan Davies for Ria. Dishbande on the transfer list, so he didn't make the move to Oldham. Santoso, of course. These guys are joining, once the first day kicks over. Matty Lloyd there, De Jong, Fleming. Popov on the transfer list. I did obviously use the random button to see who went to Oldham or who got transfer listed or released, but funnily enough, we didn't get any releases, so that's quite handy. Hughes, Gunnison, and we'll get rid of these lads when we can. Let's go and have a look at where Oldham is sitting. Right, so thanks to the cheat engine, we can get him right in here. We can actually change up their lineup if we want to, but we'll put the best team out here we can. Fenless has made his way to Oldham Athletic. He got the call up, so he actually is in the starting lineup, which is good. They've got Acosta, they've got Arias, they've got Sarachat, Washington there on the bench. Titball, Matos, Lopez, Bastardson have made their way across, and it's a small squad, so they may, look to transfer. We don't know. I'll see what I can do about trying to keep these lads at Oldham as long as we can. I'm not sure what kind of contracts they've got and that kind of stuff, but yeah, we'll just keep an eye on Oldham. Obviously, we're playing them in the first game of the season, and I dare say we'll at least be seeing Fenless in action. So that's how Oldham's working, and yeah, we'll see what happens with them. Right, so I have got scouts out looking around, and there's 4 regens here that we really do need to take a look at. Now, obviously, they've only just joined their club, so we cannot sign them this season. But we've got Eric Falsetas. That is the Ibrahimovic regen, and isn't he looking menacing? 6'2", 5-star weak foot. We'll see what else he's got in his locker. Finesse shot, long shot taker, power header, bicycle kicks, chip shot as well. So he will be one to mess with, and he's got a horse tattoo. Okay. Rodrigo Barrera Alves is the Pepe regen. So we'll see how he is looking. Santiago Carmona Sierra, I believe, is the Santicazola regen, currently here in Spain, of course. Only 5'3", but 213 pounds, so he's a little nugget there in the midfield, so we'll see how he develops. And this is the Frank Ribery regen in Loic Mbemba, left mid, left wing, and power free kick, early cross, a long shot taker, and second wind. Fair enough. Now, I found 2 free agents here in Juan Cruz Cantalapiedra. That is a mouthful. If we sign him, that's going to be tricky to commentate. But 3-star, 2-star, 5'8", midfielder. Medium-low work rates. His physicals look okay, so I'm just going to wait and see what comes back there. Hopefully he doesn't get picked off too early. And then we have a striker here from Spain in Alejandro Perez Navarro. 4-star, weak foot, 6 foot tall. Looks like he's got some okay physicals, and everything else was looking pretty shot. And then all of the players that have made their move across to Oldham we'll keep here on our shortlist, just so that we can monitor them a little bit closer. Right, we have gone for the Audi Cup in the pre-season tournament, so we'll simulate through there. Hopefully we can generate a little bit of cash. We'll have to wait and see what happens, but it's time to get this season underway, so let's jump into it. Right, our youth scouts are back, of course, and it was their final mission, so we'll send them out again shortly. But let's have a look if there's any key talent to bring into this first team, as our squad's been, a little bit reduced, and we've got some room to possibly bring in a few of these players. We've got Harry Cullen, of course, 63 to 87. We'll see how he develops. Bobby Wilson at 73 to 96 looks decent, but still only 15 years of age. Johnny Whiteload, an interesting one, 55 overall, 64 to 96 potential. But 64 to 96, it's still a really high buffer. He could only be a 70. We don't know. He's 18 years of age. We'll hold him in the academy just for now. Ian Griffiths is in the same boat, 49 overall, 66 to 96. So we just need to see these potentials sort of narrow a little bit before we decide if we want to bring them in. John Santos is in that boat as well, 48 overall, 68 to 96 potential. Leroy Jenkins, another one here, 53 overall, 65 to 96. We'll bring them in if we need them, but I want that potential just to, reduce a little bit. Tony Marcelino, 65 to 85, not going to make the cut for me, so we're going to release him. And Gianni De Luca, the 6'6" right midfielder, 67 to 85, we are going to release him. We've got Justin Davila, of course, 70 to 96, 45 overall attacker, we'll leave in the academy. And a new player here in Jose Bautista, 47 overall, 62 to 88, potential from the Philippines. Not too sure, but we'll see how that potential's looking next month. We've got a left winger here in Angel Escalante, 52 overall, 70 minimum to 96, so a little bit better in the potential rating, and we could possibly use a backup left winger, so I'm going to bring him in to the first team. Akolo Momo, 48 overall, 64 to 86. Not sure he's going to make the cut, but, you know, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt and give him another month. Misha Lusasa, 54 overall, 66 to 96. I want to see that reduce as well, so we'll hold in the academy, but looks like he could be a talent. We've got a new lad here in Tovaheri Radafisen, a right back from Madagascar, 51 overall, 61 to 87. We'll see how that develops. A centre back from Madagascar in Bright Dada, 57 overall, so a decent overall, but only 60 to 84 potential. We'll see how that potential, you know, it could go up. We'll have to wait and see. And the final one is Eric Price from Wales, 45 overall, 63 to 91. We'll hold him in the academy as well. Right, the Youth Scouts have been upgraded. It is their second season, so 2-star, 2-star, 2-star. Guerin not far off getting up to his 2-star, I think. So, yes, by the next one, he should have that one. But we'll send them out here. Now, I want to put a stipulation in here that at the start of every season, at least while we're down in the lower leagues, that we will be scouting England for the first mission of every new season, just to keep that homegrown talent. We want 8 minimum English or Welsh players in this squad at all times if possible. You know, there's regulations and stuff all in there. So we'll head off to England for any with Binhammer. The other 2 are from the comment section. The first one is from Ethan Reed. Thank you very much for your comment. 45 thumbs up to head off to Brazil for wingers. Neves needs his cousins over the pond. So Guerin off to Brazil. And Alfie Lee is heading off to India thanks to Sarah Van Murugan. 43 thumbs up on this one. He wants us to go to India. He's from India, and we need a star to put our name for football on the map. So Alfie Lee is going to be having a few curries and hopefully bringing us back some top quality talent. If you've got some new countries for me, of course, put them down in the comment section. Thumbs up on the ones that you would like to see us go to, and the next set of scouting missions will all be up to you guys, all 3 of them. So get commenting down below. On our first preseason tournament game here against the German side, Grossbach. And, well, Gunnarsson gets a goal, but it's a 4-1 defeat. Training sessions for Zanotti, Gunnarsson, Michaels, Lloyd, and Davies. And we see Michaels up to a 54. Well, it wasn't a good start in the first game of the preseason tournament. We take on the Shamrock Rovers here in game 2. Oh, God. 3-0. Well, we're looking for a bit of redemption in the final game of the preseason. We're not going to get through here. And it's another big defeat, 4-2. Another training session sees Gunnarsson now up to a 59. And Despante has been sold to Bradford City. Well, I'm pretty sure they've gone up to League One. He's gone for £70,000. Right, Marcelo Popov has been sold to Grimsby Town for £73,000. Thank you for your services. And another training session here sees Zanotti hit a 58 overall. Right, Casanova has been sold to the Tranmere Rovers, £185,000. So the coffer's building slowly. And it is the first of a new month, so we are going to check in here on the Youth Academy, see if there's any players worth bringing in or scrapping to the, you know, going on to a better life. Harry Cullen, 65 to 87, 54 overall, so he's dropped down a little bit, but his overall has increased. Bobby Wilson, 65 to 91 at a 50. Donny Whiteload, so you can see that potential has already dropped to a 62 to 86, but you know, he could be serviceable. We'll see how we go. Ian Griffiths still at 70 to 96 potential, 77 to 96 potential, 50 overall. I'm going to leave him here in the academy for a little bit longer. John Santos has dropped right down to a 62 to 86. I don't think he's going to make the cut. Leroy Jenkins still looking all right, 74 to 96 potential. Justin De Vere, 69 to 95, so that's dropped off a little bit. Jose Batista, 56 to 76. You can be released, sir. Akolo Momo, not going to make the cut. We'll release him. Misha Lasasa, 55 overall now, 78 to 96 potential. Is he worth a call-up? Tovahiri, oh, geez, 51 to 71. We will release him. Bright Data as well. The potential is gone. We're going to release him. And Eric Price, 55 to 77, will release him. Now, should we make some signings here? We've got a game coming up against Oldham. Oh, let's bring Misha Lusasa in. I'll promote him to the senior team. I'm just thinking. Leroy Jenkins could be handy as a backup striker for Gunnarsson. 74. I think we'll just hold for another month and see where he is sitting, as well as Ian Griffiths. But we've made the one signing. Maybe some help for this team moving forward. Right, let's have a quick look at the transfer hub before we get into this game against Oldham. Falsetas, the Ibrahimovic regen. Obviously, we can't sign them because they've moved to a new club. But 66, Moran Alvarez, the Pepe regen, 67. Santi Cazola's regen is 62. And Ribery is 67. Now, we've got these two lads here in Juan Cruz Cantalapadiera, 58 overall. I mean, the whole idea would be to bring in a couple of these free agents because they're not going to cost as much coin, and then try and sell them off later. Or, you know, fate might have it that they go to Oldham. But if we can get them in, it means that there is a possibility here that we can bring these lads in. They're going to want a decent squad spot because they are of a higher rating than a lot of the players in our team. So they could help us out as well. So I'm going to endeavour to bring both of them to the club. Right, so we bring the two players in, and Cantalapadiera, centre mid, left mid, cam. 72 pace isn't too bad. Agility, balance, and sprint speed. No traits there, unfortunately. And Perez Navarro with the 4-star weak foot. He's 60 overall, the same as Gunnarsson. Gunnarsson's a 60. All right, so we need to check on his potential as well. And Stephenson as well's hit a 60, so we can check their potential shortly. But 79 pace, 75 dribbling, good agility, balance, and sprint speed. Where's his finishing at? 47, it's a little bit low. But, you know, a handy little backup there. Perez Navarro. Lasasa we brought in. He's got a 5-star weak foot. Left back, left wing back. He's going to need a bit more pace, but he's got okay stamina. Long throw in, early crosser, and second wind. 55 rated. Williams is 57, so we'll start on the bench. And we also brought in, of course, Escalante at 53 overall with 82 agility. Not much else. Powered free kick, leadership, and a playmaker. So we just need to get rid of Jones and Gaffney now, and the squad is all but ours. Couple of free agents in, and another youth crop coming back shortly. Let's go and check on Gunnarsson and Stephenson's potentials. Right, Ragnar Stephenson, an exciting prospect, so he could hit upwards to an 89 rated possibly, so another quality pickup there for us early on. And then the other one, of course, is Gunnarsson. Come on, give me something good here, Gunnarsson. He's an exciting prospect as well, so anywhere from 85 to 89, and we've got a big striker to back us up. Perez Navarro is showing great potential, so he is going to grow a little bit, and that will mean that we should be able to cash in. He's got a value of 1.7 million. Right, it is time for the opening game of the season, and it's a big one. We take on Oldham Athletic. Peter Lim just moved across there. He's already pilfered a few of our players, and a real rivalry heating up here. The two next teams in Manchester that could, you know, build their way up and take on the likes of Man City and Manchester United. But first game of the season, the boys are up. Are they about? Let's get into this game and see how these boys are willing to go. The new kits in action. Let's do it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. The new Realism Mod has been updated, and we are ready to go for the opening day of the new season. Season number 2 here in control of Salford City, and we need to push higher than when we finished last year. Hopefully the boys... Oh, look at the new kits. Look at the new kits, and Zanotti wearing those pants. Whose idea was that? But, yeah, the boys are going to get out here, and a few new faces. Lloyd is out there, and Davies. They're going to need their upgrades in Shum. And hopefully we can get going. The banner's still not 100% working, but yeah, if you've got some new banner ideas, feel free to send them through to the email or the Twitter, and we'll see if we can get some new banners here for season number 2. But a big game here against Oldham Athletic, where we see some of our former players in action. I dare say Fenellis might be out there. Oh, good block from Pau, Williams, Belusi, and the clearance. Here's Jose Michaels. Pushes his way forward. It looks like Fenellis is out there on the wing. It's not a bad ball, looking for Davies. Davies pushes his way forward. Can he get in here, Davies? Oh, he's been held up at the pass. Still cuts back. He'll look to get a pass away. He gets Belusi on the edge of the box. Plays it inside. Here's Fleming. Lays it off. He's got Michaels. And he was all arms and legs, but couldn't get any footwork. Lloyd will look to get his run on. He's exposed at the back. Lloyd pushes on forward. Needs to look inside. Lays it off. Quick touch on from Davies. Fleming trying to come through. Picked off by Stott. And cleared away by Mills. Well, Herbie Fenellis played that one inside. Found Phage. Justice Pau to do some work here. Lovely work from Justice. Here's Davies. Plays it off now for Lloyd. Gunnarsson needs to get running. Get forward, Gunnarsson. He'll play it out wide. Instead looks for Fleming. Fleming needs to look back inside. Finds Lloyd. Lloyd looks for Gunnarsson, who was all at sea. Pushes his way forward here. Fleming makes the run. Still comes Fleming. He's got a lot of work to do. He cuts inside, lays it off, finds Lloyd. Lloyd will look back, lays it off for Fleming. Oh, tried to find Gunnarsson. That's picked out. Justice Pau gets the header. Lloyd lays off, finds Fleming. Back to Jose Michaels. Can Michaels do something here? Tries to scoot through. He's picked out. Falls to Williams. Williams now to Belusi. Belusi will look inside. Quick touch. Jose Michaels picked out again. Oh, Justice Pow, that's a big challenge. He drives his way forward here. Justice lays it off. He's got Fleming. Players everywhere. Lays it through. Finds Gunnison. Is he onside? Is he onside? Yes, he is. And Gunnison opens his account. First goal of the season. A lovely ball through to the big Viking up front. He's got a new tattoo there in the off-season by the looks of things. And it's a lovely finish. Was he onside? I'm not sure, but it's been given. He comes through and finishes it exquisitely. It's 1-0 to Salford City. And a good start to the season here against what will be a big rival. Look at that tattoo. Smiley face. And there is the halftime whistle. So a good time to score for Goodrem. And just noticing the new advertising boards everywhere. So FIFER and the boys have done some work there by the looks of things. But 1-0 here at halftime. Plays inside. Jose Michaels driving forward now. Still comes Jose. Plays it forward for Gunnison. He just tries to come through like a bull in a china shop. Takes the strike. And Woods with a good save. Lloyd. Jose Michaels. Oh, looking to get his account open for the season. We'll get a corner. All right, let's try some changes here. Perez, Navarro, Stephenson and Cantalappiera checking in. Stephenson in at left back for Williams. He's on a yellow. We just need to hold him at bay. Stephenson can play left back. And a chance to see these two free agent signings in action here today. Cantalappiera. Does not roll off the tongue, does it? Baluzzi, Lloyd, Cantalappiera. Oh, he's had a scrubber shot. Oh, Perez, Navarro has picked him off. And here is Lloyd. And Gunnison starts making that train run. Let's go, Gunnison. Pushes his way inside. Cuts back. Needs to look around. Decides to try and shoot himself. He's been a little bit selfish here. Cantalappiera. Baluzzi. Here's Gunnison. Works his way through. Oh, that's a brilliant finish! He's got one in the 45th and one in the 90th. Bang! 2-0 Salford City. Oh, it's exquisite from the huge unit up front. Just look at this. Baluzzi picks him out. And Gunnison just wheels around. And oh, that is a wonderful strike. It's 2-0 to Salford City. And we get the rubber here over Oldham Athletic. Keeper almost got a finger to it, but not good enough. And 2-0 to Salford City. This man has started off like a house on fire. And there is the whistle. So a victory on the opening day of the season. It's 2-0 to Salford City over Oldham Athletic. Oh, look out. The big Viking claps come out. Boys, hello. Support the fans. Oh, you love to see it. What is going on here? These boys are revitalised. And they are ready for a big, big season here in League 2. Well, 11 shots to 4. We'll take that. And Thor Gunnison with a 9.1. Right, so the youth scouts are back once again. And they are on their new missions, of course. So let's have a look at what they have brought us back. Most of these lads are from the last report. That's fine. We've got Gabrielle Carlos, a Brazilian centre midfielder who's only 44 overall, but 76 to 96 potential possibly. He's 5'6". I'm going to hold him in the academy for now. At only 44, he needs to grow pretty quickly. We've got a goalkeeper here from India in Rahul Tendulkar. And I must mention 96 for Guerin gets him another dash in his column. Rahul Tendulkar, 55 overall goalkeeper, 66 to 94 potential. Looks pretty decent. We do need a backup goalkeeper. So Rahul Tendulkar, I mean, that potential 66 to 94. It does mean that Alfie Lee gets another dash in his column and he'll go to a 3-star judgment and now needs to bring back 94 plus players to continue his rise. We'll hold Tendulkar here just for now. If we need a keeper, we'll pull him in, but I just want to see where that potential does end up. He's brought us back Arshan Barissa. Jeez, that doesn't roll off the tongue, but 57 overall. You know, he could come in and play a backup role, but 54 to 80 potential, probably not going to be what we're looking for. We'll let him monitor a bit further. Another Indian lad is Rashid Patel, 55 overall centre-back, only 5'9", 57 to 85. We'll see how he goes. And another Indian lad here in Sanjeev Patak, 54 overall, 68 to 96 potential. So, yes, Alfie Lee gets another dash in his column. But only 15, so we will get some time here in the academy to see how that potential does travel. We've got an Englishman here in Gary Sander, 50 overall, 58 to 86. Not the best. Defensive-minded as well. He's only 14. That potential could get a bump. And we've also got Harry Goodrem. Okay, 15 years of age, 54 overall, 73 to 96. So Binhammer does get a dash in his column. 15 years of age is Harry Goodrem. So, yeah, we'll have to see how he develops. So I'm not going to bring in any of these lads just yet. We'll see how we travel along this season. Right, not sure how long this episode's going for. I won't know until I get into the edit, but we'll get a second game in here. We'll squeeze one in. I want to get this new away kit, and I've designed this myself, so hopefully you enjoy it. We're taking on Carlisle United. We'll make no changes to the starting lineup because we've got a 2-0 victory there. So let's jump into this game and, you know, see if we can get another one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our first away game of the season as we take on Carlisle United. And, well, a good start, a 2-0 victory. Gunnison opening his account with 2 goals. Let's see if he can score some here away on the road. And I am really enjoying this new away kit. Hopefully you guys are too. And, well, let's get into this game here against Carlisle United. Oh, big tackle from Davies. He's gone in here early. And he's on a yellow card inside 4 minutes. He's aggressive, the young Welshman. Gunnison just tries to take his man on. Barrels through with strength. Gunnison, oh, taken down, and it's a penalty. Oh, Gunnison, no one can handle the big brute up front. And he goes down in the box and will go to the spot to try and score a penalty. Gunnison just took it on. He's been absolutely cleaned up there. He'll go to the spot. Gunnison reckons he's the man to take a penalty now. So let's see if we can... Jeez, it doesn't want to stay there. Oh, that's nasty. Oh, and he still nails it. His 3rd goal of the season. Goodrem on fire here early in season number 2. And bangs it home. That tattoo is brought into life by the looks of things. Oh, I wasn't too sure on his penalty taking abilities, but he steps up and whips it off the sidebar. Had enough power to beat the keeper. He's got 3 goals already here in 2 games. It's 1-0 to Salford City. Back to Lloyd. Can he set something up? Lays it off for Belusi. Inside, they find the big target man. Gunnison drives his way inside, tries to take the strike again. He's on fire. We've been good defensively, but can we set up another attack? No, we cannot. Half time, it is 1-0. The penalty has been the difference. Well, Gunnison picks him off, lays this one forward. He's got Lloyd in on goal. Oh, good save from Colin. Not sure on Lloyd yet. He's going to have to make an impact, but we've got some other midfielders, and obviously got Dylan Hughes there as well. Can play that cam roll for us still. Carlisle United with one out the back door here. Burns not really with enough pace to go, but closes the space, misses the challenge. They look inside. Justice Pow gets up. He's going to come back in. Justice is there. Hope is there. Williams is there, and Zanotti makes the save. Well, let's make some changes. They're going to make the Curdy and in for Hope. We'll make 3 changes. Cantala Padiera in for Lloyd in the cam roll. Ferreira on the left-hand side for Davies, who's on a yellow. And Lusasa gets his debut here at left-back, checking in for Williams. It's a ball out wide here. Carlisle United finding an opening here for Grant. Justice Pow there. Neves gets the clearance. Belusi. Cantala Padiera trying to knock it out. It's come back into trouble. There's Grant. Belusi needs to do some work here. Played inside. Neves with the clearance. Belusi lays it off. Cantala Padiera plays it forward. Gunnison back to Fleming. Can he get the touch on? No, he can't. We're into injury time. The penalty has been the difference here between both sides. Elliott moves forward. He'll look in. Burns tries to corral him. They lay it off. There's Skugel. But there it is, another victory. It's 3 points on the road for Salford City. And the perfect start to the season. Well, not a lot of highlights in that one. 3 shots apiece, 12 tackles from Carlisle United. But Gunnison from the spot took it upon himself, and he gets a 7.9 man of the match performance. Right, time for today's player upgrade, and it is for Cantala Padiera. If you want to make any changes to his number or his kit, let me know in the comments section down below. Thumbs up on the ones that you agree with, and we'll get him upgraded in a future episode. Good luck. And that is where we finish the opening episode of season number 2. A cracking start, 2 from 2, and we sit in second position on 6 points. I mean, the penalty was the difference there in that second game against Carlisle United, but you know things will get shaky very, very quickly. But the boys are flying. Gunnison off to a cracking start. Hopefully he can keep this form and momentum up as we push through season number 2. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode. Smack the like button if you did. Subscribe if you're new around here, and we will see you in the next one. I'm Sparring DK. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and you have a good one. The Sparring DK channel now has Patreon, and if you feel like just going that little extra step to help, the channel grow, you can go across to the website, pledge your allegiance to myself, and for $1 a month, you're basically putting it in a jar and allowing for us to go and buy some more beers and record some more beer drinking episodes. Thank you very much to the current lads that have gone ahead and supported the channel. Absolutely tremendous to see anybody willing just to give that $1 a month at this stage. I cannot thank you from the bottom of my heart. You really will make a difference in the future. So jump across there if you're that way inclined to the Patreon channel. Sign up today and we'll see if we can get some extra beer drinking episodes for you at home. Now, if you are looking for some more content, we've got a couple of videos. One here, and if you want to subscribe, there's a button right there. So go ahead, subscribe, and you'll be notified when the video